Have you noticed just how short students' attention spans have become? Do you find that one or two students distract all others in the class, making it impossible for them to learn to their fullest potential? Do you find it difficult to meet the needs of all the unique learners in your class? Hi, I'm Kathy Bites, and I'm here to introduce you to I Squared, a different way of learning and thinking. As good teachers, we all do our best to accommodate the different learning needs of each student while focusing on the goals we have to achieve. And I Squared's mission is to give students the tools they need to be successful in school and in life, so that ultimately they become self-reliant, creative problem solvers, students who have high self-esteem, understand their own individual learning and processing styles, and above all, students who can and will make society work successfully for them. I Squared uses a multi-level approach that makes learning relevant for every student in the classroom. The process is quite simple. First, the teacher acts as a facilitator, delivering the curriculum in the form of a problem-solving task. This is referred to as the challenge. This integral step in the process immediately calls for the students to participate and interact with the teacher in a question and answer setting. Once the challenge has been discussed as a class, students will break out into highly diverse teams of 6 or 7. These have been predetermined by the teacher at the beginning of the year to cultivate and nurture team dynamics, communication, and collaboration. Once the teams settle, they begin the next step of the I Squared process, brainstorming the solution. Here students begin to share ideas and propose solutions to the challenge. It is important to note that a different leader is assigned to each challenge, giving all students the opportunity to lead and encourage one another's participation, whether it be the artist, the scribe, or the architect. All strengths are equally relevant and important to the I Squared process. Having brainstormed a solution, teams must now divide the labor and bring their ideas to life, incorporating hands-on supplies which the students will use as part of their solution. The program reaches and stimulates all types of learners. Every student has the opportunity to bring his or her individual talent to the team's solution. The next step of the I Squared process is the presentation. Students return to their seating as a class, and the teams come to the front of the room one by one to present their solutions to the challenge. It is important to note that while public speaking is encouraged, no student is forced to speak in front of the class. The final step is the wrap-up. The teacher will sum up the lesson with an interactive discussion about the solutions that have been presented. This step is imperative in that it ties together and links students' attention back into the unit of study that the challenge focused upon. By discussing the solutions and relating them to real-world applications, students attach a practical relevance to the information they are taking in. In addition, students receive creative follow-up assignments that reinforce the learning from the challenge. Thus, the I Squared process creates a learning environment that accelerates student learning, is new, exciting, and totally unique.
I think what I liked the most was seeing the kids work in groups. People who weren't performers in normal classroom kinds of curricular activities were the stars of I Squared. If I can get them to do a 30 to 45 minute, great learning lesson that way, that's great.
I think if I could choose between normal school and I Square, I would probably choose I Square.
You have different brains, different talents, but you can all put those talents together.
I see a lot of communication and a lot of language being modeled and used as they work through their different challenges, and this is very helpful to all of our second language learners. Also, our Title I students, an opportunity for them to apply skills and to demonstrate the skills that they have learned.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because you don't really know you're learning it, but you actually are in a fun way. It opens up the mind instead of just I've got a test today and on math and I'm really nervous and all that stuff. It's just a calm way of learning, and I think that helps kids just relax and actually learn.
Well, I can say that it made her very excited about school, which she's not overly thrilled with on a day-to-day basis. I think it just opened up a new way to learn for her that she hadn't been exposed to before.
They very much enjoyed being given a challenge and trying to figure out an answer. They would come out of class afterward just excited and showing me their projects and telling me, wow, Mom, this was the greatest one because we got to do the ping pong ball, or it was something they got to take completely what looked like unrelated items and turn it into this fantastic thing that worked.
And so I think it's a very beneficial way of communicating and teaching and delivering instruction.